Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone to our channel Study Classic. Our topic of discussion today will be the conservation of mechanical energy and how it works. A video on the topic will be posted in Bangla in the channel later. Please feel free to check it out. Our topic today. Mechanical energy is defined as the ability to do physical work. As such, it is the sum of the gravitational potential energy, the energy gained from an object's position in a gravitational field, as well as its kinetic energy, which is gained by moving through that field, which would give us mechanical energy E equal to GPE, the gravitational potential energy, plus KE, the kinetic energy. GPE is equal to mgh, mass times gravitational field strength times height, and kinetic energy is equal to half times mass times velocity squared. So how does the conservation work? Let's imagine a ball of mass mkg about to start free fall through the Earth's gravitational field. We're going to drop it from point A, which is h meters above ground. At point A, before it started its free fall, it has a total mechanical energy equals to mgh plus half mv squared. And since velocity is equals to 0, E stands to mgh plus half m times 0 squared, which would give us E equals to mgh. Notice that we've started at point A with a total mechanical energy equal to mgh. At point B, the ball has fallen x meters from point A and reached a velocity of v meter per second. The height of the ball is now h minus x meters. Now let's consider the new velocity of the ball for a moment. We're all familiar with the motion equation v squared is equals to u squared plus 2as. Here the equation would stand to v squared plus equal to 0 squared plus 2gx, which would give us v squared equals to 2gx. Since the initial velocity of the ball was 0 and x is the height through which the ball has fallen. Now going back to our equation for the total mechanical energy, E equals to mgh plus half mv squared, which will now become E equals to mg times h minus x plus half m times 2gx, which would give us E equal to mgh minus mgx plus mgx, and we end up with E equals to mgh. The value of E has remained mgh, as we started with. Let's consider point C. The ball has now fallen all the way through to the ground and reached a new velocity that we're going to call v for convention's sake. Let's look at this new velocity as we did with the motion equation before. V squared is equal to u squared plus 2as, which will now get v squared equals to 0 squared plus 2gh, since the ball has fallen all through h meters. This will give us v squared is equal to 2gh. Now let's go back to the total mechanical energy, which will now look like E equal to mg times 0 plus half m times 2gh, and we'll go back to E equal to mgh. So even until the very end, the total mechanical energy remains mgh, the value we started with at point A. Only now, what started as potential energy has been converted to kinetic energy. As the ball falls from A to C, GPE decreases from mgh to mgh minus x all the way until 0, while kinetic energy will increase from 0 to mgx times mgh, as we've seen before. Another way we can look at this would be by going back to the very equation we started with, the equation for the total mechanical energy equal to GPE plus KE, which we can rearrange to get GPE equal to minus 1 times KE plus E. This should resemble the equation for a straight line, y equals to mx plus c, where GPE corresponds to y, minus 1 to m, KE to x, and E to c. Once the graph for this straight line is plotted, the principle becomes blatantly clear. If either KE or GPE decrease, the other must increase by the same amount. and if one increases, the other must decrease again by the same amount. And the sum will always equal E, the total mechanical energy that we begin with in the free fall system.